Busy weekend for the 5th-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks. First of 5 games. A couple of contests begins tonight against the Trojans from Little Rock out of the OVC. Let's bring Tate McGuire.
Yeah, Tate McGuire's really kind of nailed that midweek start for Arkansas. And again, for McGuire to be successful, you know, he's got to keep the ball down in the zone
for a few days, and then a busy week starting tonight. Is that an offer on the check swing? No. Already surpassed that number tonight. Troy, he's been elevated. He's been up.
And that is really what Arkansas has had to deal with.
Liner right to short. Double play. Frazier snuck in behind Seguin. I wasn't sure he was on the base.
Talk about quick hands in Fayetteville Loy. He just continues to make highlight reel plays. I mean, again,
big thrill for them to come into this stadium. That one's hit to right field for a base hit, so Rhodes will single between Koziel and Frazier. Henry's going to go all the way to third, and there's runners on the corners with 2 outs. Working with Ryder Helfrich this evening. In the air to center is Thomas Jr. Seed. He's got those sunglasses on, and that will end the top of the first inning. All of those categories in the SEC. Smokes one right by Rhodes at third. That was dangerous, coming from the shadows to the sunshine, and Fayetteville Loy will coast to second base with the double. And he has just passed Davidon for the most hits on the team and the most hits in the SEC. That's 67.
Out early in the day.
Payoff pitch to Maxwell, and he worked a walk after falling behind early. Georgia but losing extras. Throw to second base. Fahiva was leaning, and he is going to be out. And that was an awkward tumble back into the bag. But the second baseman, Chaplin, cut in behind Aloy. Lifted in the air to right center field. Maybe not quite enough of a carry, and Geck there to make the grab shy of the track to win the inning. So the Razorbacks
step up, especially one that wasn't really on the radar. That's big.
Well, McGuire pulled the string, trying to do so again here in the second. Gets the wave of a miss. So a couple of strikeouts for McGuire, including one to end the inning. Works him. 3 infielders on the left side of the diamond. That one's shot to right field. Hit well. It's got a chance to go back to the fence and beyond. Iredale does get that 50th run batted in grand style. Home run number 11, and Arkansas strikes first. We're going to bring it right to home plate with Brent.
That's some great camera work right there. And you know that Nate Thompson, watch how fired up he's going to be talking to Brent Iredale. And anytime a guy that you're coaching hits a home run, but especially a guy that's struggling that hits one to the opposite field, you know he's waiting in that baseball. That was a breaking ball that just kind of stayed in the middle part of the plate. And boy, that's a guy that Arkansas would love to get hot. 12 at that time, right?
Yeah, correct,
okay.
Yes.
All right.
That one's laced to center, and Wilbanks will take it out of bounds. So Gabe Frazier with a base hit with 1 out in the second inning.
My glove got stuck in his bat.
That's a little bit high, ball 4. You know, we've kind of in the dirt, ball 4, and the bases are full of Razorbacks with 1 out for the top of the lineup in Davidon. 2-1 to Davidon. That ball's lifted in the air, left center field. Blaylock has a long run. He'll get back shy of the track and make the catch. Frazier is going to tag and score, and Arkansas has taken a 2-0 lead on the sac fly from their leadoff hitter.
The more touches that he gets.
Well, that one didn't feel good.
Yeah, definitely an off-speed breaking ball that got away from Busick.
Good speed on the bases. All 3 take off. Here's the payoff. That one's smoked, and it's past the second baseman, Chaplin. It's going to score a pair. Aloy wants to score all the way from first, and he got a late stop sign. 4-0 Arkansas. Fahiva was almost 2/3 of the way to second when the pitch was delivered. And Troy, he thought about trying to score. And here's Kahia Aloy. And a wild pickoff will score Fahiva and allow Maxwell to trot to second, and Arkansas gets its 5th run of the inning. Haley 1-2. Did he offer? I think he did, and that is going to be a strikeout. So Haley gets the K to end the inning. Arkansas scores 5, and Troy. And the 2-2 to Zach Henry. He's going to hit one into the shift. Nice big bounce for Aloy, and he's going to step on second and then throw out. Geck lined into a double play to Fahiva his last time in. McGuire will get the swinging strike 3, so Tate's getting stronger as he progresses through his outing. 5-0 east of Omaha, west of Omaha. Iredale wears another one, so he homered just an inning ago and hit by a. So think about how that would be. Cam rifles one by Cano, and that's down the line and right. Iredale's going to motor to third. The ball gets by Geck. Iredale keeps right on running. Kosha will as well. On his way to third. third, Arkansas adds to its lead, and Geck could not field the smash at 103 off the bat of Kozel.
Tight end in the NFL.
Middle infielders have retreated again. Lifted to left. Should be deep enough. Blaylock underneath it. He's going to make the catch. Kozel will tag, comes down the line, and he will add the extra point. 7-0 Arkansas. Helfrich smashes one down the line, and this one's hitting for the corner. Extra bases for Helfrich as he cruises into second base with a one-out double. That ball's tattooed. High in the air, deep left center field, back to the fence. It's off the base of the wall. Helfrich was standing on second base, so he has to pick up the pace. Thomas Jr. going for three. In with the triple, and the ball ends up in the dugout. The Little League home run, and Arkansas tacks on two more.
Boy, Brett, off the bat, that ball was hit well. It just sounded different. Boy, I think Thomas Jr. thought he got all of it, and then he just kind of was cruising, and he was like, uh-oh, got to kick it into a different gear, and almost kind of looks like he's been playing on the football field, running that football.
Watch where it finds the opening in the dugout and goes right on in. Had that ball caromed off the fence back to Wilbanks, Helfrich might have only gotten to third.
Yeah, I think so.
Different characteristic here at Baum-Walker, but that's a roller back up the middle and into center for a base hit. Second hit for the Trojans. This is ground ball into left, and that's a base hit past the dive of Vahiva Loy, who gets up really slowly. Oh, Vahiva's okay. I feel like this is trending to a 6.5 inning game. Lifted to left, Davalon. Waiting for this one to descend for the third out, and that will end the SEC games. As Reese Robinette's going to shoot one to the left for a base hit. So Reese came on defensively for Iredale. This first at bat, he gets a base hit. Actually hit better in conference than they have total games. That's a liner that's going to hit to the corner. Geck's going to charge another one. Robinette to third. Kozel will cruise to second base with his second hit of the contest. Off his jersey.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. You feel good for him.
Frazier dumps one down into right for a base hit. Robinette will score. Kozel's going to be waved in. Here comes the throw to the plate, and he is going to be out at the dish on the throw from Geck. I was stunned that he was being waved in to begin with, and the throw was easily in time. I thought Bobby Wernes was going to hold Kozel at third.
That's right.
And meanwhile, Dylan Carter comes on. Arkansas had 9 different pitchers this past weekend give up at least a run. This was one who did, and he was really good.
Success he's had. This
is Geck, who's 0 for 2. He had a big 3-run double at Ole Miss last Tuesday. There's another play for Aloy, and it would have been a shame for him to make an error after we were just bragging on him.
Players, it takes a few weeks to get those at-bats under your belt.
Wave it a miss, and Helfrich will have to complete the strikeout with a throw to first. And Carter has a perfect inning, keeping this train rolling down the tracks, and they came in with another 2-1 is softly flicked to left for a base hit. So Kozel, coming off that 0 for 12 weekend, which was a rarity, is back with 3 hits. And well, Carson Wiggins is on to pitch here in the top of the 7th. Even less fun when you've been on the bench for a while. And that's strike 3. That is the August before you go into your senior year. Wave it a miss. Strike 3, game over, and for the 14th time this year, the Razorbacks run-rule their opponent back in the win column with a 10-0 victory over the Trojans.
How about Carson Wiggins coming in with 3 straight punch-outs to end this ball game? That is just absolutely filthy, dotting up that slider on the inside corner. Again, Arkansas doing a great job of taking care of business at home. Again, they have Little Rock Trojans again tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day, so the Trojans, they're going to be ready to come out and give Arkansas all they've got.